Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the APFC middleweight division, sponsored by Combat Corner and GPJJ Law Services. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and officially weighed in at 183.8 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 2 victories with 2 defeats, and fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Nick Iceman Freeze. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet 4 inches tall and officially weighed in at 185.5 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 3 victories with no defeats, he's fighting out of Palm Beach, Florida, Manny Hernandez. And your referee in charge is Justin Brown.
Justin Brown, our third man inside for this middleweight affair. Manny Hernandez, surging prospect, and the returning Nick Iceman Freeze. Freeze in the red trunks, Hernandez in the black with the Primal top team. Look at this, already some showmanship from Hernandez.
Hernandez just walking down Freeze here.
Oh!
Behind his strikes, lands a nice left hook, right hook combination to a body lock.
Iceman Freeze trying to address the grip. Walking along the cage now, 30 seconds in, and already Hernandez trying to get this to the grappling domain.
It's like welcome back to the cage, man.
Freeze keeping that right overhook on the head, but Hernandez likely going to find his way to the back here.
Freeze in a good headlock position. Hernandez looking to possibly climb, but if you ask me, I think Freeze is going to be able to make the adjustment and possibly land into a full guard. I would hate for him to set himself up for a triangle. What he needs to do is keep that right foot of Hernandez, which he wasn't able to do.
Not the return that Iceman Freeze wanted. This could be deep.
Now it's that triangle for Hernandez is tight on the bottom. However, he needs to make a few adjustments. One, switching his hips out to the side, which is great. However, even getting the right arm of Freeze across the body is what's going to submit the submission for him. Unless he goes armbar there, which is, I mean, I'm loving this beautiful jiu-jitsu transition off the bottom from Hernandez. He has several options.
A lot of gears turning in Hernandez's head, wondering how to put the finishing touches on this. Iceman Freeze showing the durability, the coolness that he possesses to remain calm in this scenario.
Yeah, Freeze is doing a great job of not panicking here. However, he's not necessarily working out of it. We saw this earlier. What he needs to do is get his hips into Hernandez and try to build and break the lock of the legs there. However, Freeze is just kind of looking complacent here in this triangle position.
47 seconds to go. This first round brought to you by Combat Corner and KBJJ Law Services.
Hernandez gets the right arm of Freeze across on the triangle there, which is just going to make it even more suffocating.
30 to go. Freeze displaying some otherworldly toughness to stay in this position. Hernandez throwing up a couple shots here, now looking to readjust.
There we go. Freeze did a great job posturing up. Now that's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure there from the triangle. He's in a much better spot than he was initially, and it looks like he's going to survive the round.
Not the return that he wanted, but staying alive. Nick Iceman Freeze extends himself to the second frame, but that was all Manny Hernandez. If you think about the downsides of locking in those positions and going for a triangle choke like that, what could be the cons that affect Manny in round number 2?
Manny spent a lot of time in that triangle position, and I wasn't in the lock, but there's a lot of squeezing action there. We would hate for him to have blown his legs out trying to squeeze on that triangle and not get the finish. Here we go. In the first round, we saw Hernandez got right to the takedown, got right to work, was able to solidify that triangle. However, wasn't exactly able to finish it. I mean, He was looking to go arm bar off the triangle. He was looking to switch his hips off and finish. Got the right arm across the body. However, none of that seemed to work for Hernandez. Freeze did a better job towards the latter part of the round, building his posture, getting his head up, getting his chest up, and alleviating the pressure there.
And potentially a confidence booster for Iceman Freeze, thinking, hey, got a round under my belt. First time in the last 2 years. Gave me the best shot, and I was able to survive through it.
And perhaps we see him open up a little bit more in the second round.
Round 2 between these two middleweights. Hernandez again taking the center. Leg kick from the Iceman.
Hernandez just comfortable marching forward this whole fight. Now Freeze has something for him. This time he says you step in, you're gonna step into this left and this right.
He did say the hands are the most notable tool in his arsenal. Another leg kick there from Freeze.
Hernandez still looks unfazed as he steps in with a 1-2 of his own.
Now Freeze looking to clinch up, pushes Hernandez to the cage. Nice reversal from Hernandez. If you're Freeze, you're probably treating positions like this like absolute danger zone areas, David.
For sure. I mean, one, you don't want someone like Hernandez just leaning on you. You know, he's a long, strong fighter. And then after that first round, you know, he was able to solidify that body lock and just take you down so easily. And if he wants to come in here and strike, he needs to create space. He seems to be settled here in this position against the cage. And Hernandez is doing what he's been doing. He gets that body lock, switches to the angle, and drags his opponent down to the mat, this time taking his back.
And looks like a choke is already in. That might be deep. Nick Freeze in a world of trouble, and that is it. Manny Hernandez ices Nick Freeze in the second.
Yeah, not much room there for Freeze to work and make adjustments. I mean, Hernandez did a great job. As soon as he saw the back open, he took that window and started attacking the throat almost immediately.
I was gonna say instantaneously from the takedown being completed, that choking arm was right under the chin of Nick Freeze. And what a display of, you know, the skill set of Manny Hernandez. Tried for the triangle in round number 1, switched it up, and here it is one more time. Beautiful rear naked choke, David Evans.
That choke was deep, right under the throat. Didn't take much of a squeeze. It was so tight there for Hernandez.
Not the homecoming that Iceman Freeze wanted. Tonight belongs to the still unbeaten prospect, Manny Hernandez. What a win from him, showing off some of the striking, but ultimately it was, again, the grappling that secured the win for this Milwaukee prospect. We send it inside to handsome Michael Hansen to make that submission official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Justin Brown, put an end to the fight. The official time, 1 minute, 36 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by submission via rear naked choke, Manny Hernandez.
Dealt with some adversity on the feet. Nick Freeze did connect with that jab that Hernandez pointed out, but a lot of pressure, a lot of grappling, and ultimately a second round submission.